Guys, welcome to Rich Smith, Sport Nunchaku. Today we've got something really special. It's going to be amazing again. I'm going to get straight to it. Who we got on today? Who is it? It's Jean-Yves Thériault-AKA ICEMAN. Amazing. Let's get him on because this guy is 23 times World Champion Kickboxer from Canada. Now, this is going to be fantastic because we're going to learn a bit about his history, his life, what he's been up to, what he's doing. And don't forget, guys, he is an amazing trainer, an author, and a professional martial artist. So let's get him on.
Hello, everyone.
Sensei. Okay.
What a surprise, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise, that.
But listen, let me explain something. The Iceman, Jean-Yves Thériault, the greatest fighter of all times, had a technical problem. So he asked me, because he was in his car, and he asked me if I could join in, and I'll speak about him. And tomorrow he's going to be on your show. How's that?
Awesome, Sensei. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming on short notice. We were having some technical difficulties, and guys, just remember, so tomorrow, that's what's going to be happening. So we're going to get him on tomorrow. That's great. That's awesome. But we're here to just talk about the World Martial Arts Live event, and that's going to be on the 15th of May. And it's our 24-hour martial arts online event run by Sensei Thériault, who's joined us instead of, if you're just coming on, guys, now, this is Hanshi, John Thériault, Night Dan, Jiu-Jitsu. And he's going to be running this World Martial Arts Live event. And guys, so what you've got to do if you're interested is contact me. And there's a link below, and we can get you some tickets or licenses, and we'll go from there. But all the information is going to be on our Insta, FB, and Twitter. Right? Let's talk now, Sensei. Let's talk now about Sensei Jean-Yves Thériault.
Well, let me tell you, I know Jean-Yves Thériault sometimes, and in some matters better than Jean-Yves Thériault knows himself, okay? He started with me when he was 17 years old, and he was a student. He's my best friend, and together we have conquered and had a beautiful career in kickboxing and in martial arts. In November 15th, 1980, he won his first world championship. And then he won another 22 times after that. So he's 23 times world kickboxing champion. He has been defined by the American press as the Iceman because of the cold look when he was fighting, the way he was looking at his opponent. But I'll tell you that he was the hardest punching and kicking athlete that sport has ever known. And I think even up to today he's 66 years old. He's still in great shape. He's still teaching kickboxing. He's still involved in martial arts. And as a matter of fact, on May 15th, on the World Martial Arts Live event, he's going to be teaching with one of his students, Ben Ladouceur, who is also but he's an amateur world champion. So you guys are going to be in for a treat when you get the Iceman and you get a chance to train with him. It is something that you'll be able to share and to cherish forever.
Excellent. That's awesome, Sensei. That's awesome. Because we've got the Iceman's photo here. I'm just going to bring it up in a minute, if that's all right with you. And we'll just have a little check and we'll have a chat about that. So we'll just put that on just 1 minute. We've got that photo on this. We've got that photo on there, Sensei, and you know, we've got this photo on. And what can you remember that photo?
Well, I can tell you that it was one of his title fight, and that was done in Montreal, Quebec, and that was done most likely in the late 80s, early 90s. That fight was done there. And he has fought in many different countries, but his home is Canada, and he's fought a lot in Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, and out in the Maritimes. this man would draw crowds of 15 and 20,000 people. In Atlanta, Georgia, the Battle of Atlanta, there was 15 or 18,000 people. Like, he would pack the place. And one thing people never did when he fought, they never got up to get a beer or go to the washroom, because he would end the fight so early because he was so powerful. And he's fought the best of his era. And he had 77 pro fights. Imagine that, 77 professional fights. And I can only say that in the ring, his fighting IQ is so high. It's unbelievable, right? He understands the game like nobody understood the game. I used to do television commentaries, and I could pretty much, because I'm very good with that sport, and I can pretty much see the first two moves before they happen most of the time. Well, he would see three. I mean, he's amazing, right? And there's one person that I would never have fought in my life, and that was the Iceman, Jean-Yves Thériault, for sure. You know, it's painful when you fight him.
And Sensei, what would you say is one of the best? Because obviously you've worked together. You remember, if you just join us, guys, this is Hanshi John Thériault, and he's on today. Stepped in at last minute. Thank you, Sensei, for Jean-Yves Thériault, the Iceman, aka the Iceman, who's 23 times world champion kickboxer, and he's going to be teaching on this World Martial Arts Live 15th of May course. And what I want to ask you, if that's all right, Sensei, what is the best, or one of the best moments you had together? It might not be a victory of a medal. It might be just that time when it hit together. Can you think of a time when you had a time together that maybe he's listening, maybe he's watching, hopefully he's watching. And is there a time, Sensei?
There was many different times, you know, like we all grew up together, and we had a 25-year ride, you know, as the Iceman and the Hanshi. I became a man of the decade. He became the fighter of the decade. We sort of went up together, but that was the fight game. And the fight game, I'll let him talk to you about it, because there's every fight is a story, you know, so it's good. But yeah. Together, the champion before Jean-Yves Thériault was Bill Superfoot Wallace, and he fought his last fight in Anderson, Indiana, and it was a live event on NBC television in the United States, big event. And so I asked Jean-Yves, I said, I was they called me to be one of the judges for that fight. And I said, great. I said, hey, champ, why don't you come with me? He says, no, take your wife. I'm going to stay home with your two kids, and I'll babysit them for 4 days. Now, that's the kind of friend, and my kids had a great time. It was Uncle Iceman, you know, coming over, and he was playing football with the kids. He had a great time. Now, I could go on those story, which is more on the other side. And the only time the Iceman told me he was nervous and a little bit scared was the birth of his first daughter. He was out of town, 5 hours away east of Ottawa in Quebec City, at a press conference, and he's at the podium because he was going to have a fight there. And his mother-in-law called me and said, look, Jean-Yves' wife's going to be in the hospital. She's going to have the baby anytime today. Can you get the champ back here? I said, yep. So I called my travel agent. I said, switch, put him on the next flight. There's a flight in an hour and a half. Fly him to Ottawa, and I'll pick him up. So I called, and they said he's at the podium. I said, well, I'll hold, but as soon as he's finished, put him on this call. And then I told him, look, I switch your flight back, go to the airport, fly to Ottawa, I'll pick you up, and I'll bring you to the hospital. I picked him up, and that's when he said on his way to the hospital he was going to be a father for the first time. And he said, I am so nervous, and I'm a little bit, not scared, but so nervous. The only time in his life, and because he knew that was a big change in his life, and he loves his two daughters to death, you know, so that was a very good moment that we shared together. And we had so many good times, We've traveled the world. We've had beautiful dinners with good wine and good friends. And we've been teaching all over. And I forget now, I stopped counting how many countries. And now at World Martial Arts Live, everybody gets to train with them. There's 41 countries participating. I'm sure most of them are going to connect. I think he's teaching at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time from Ottawa. And he's going to be there, and he's going to do one heck of a class as he does. But no matter what the class is like, I know it's going to be good. But to all of you out there listening, you get a chance to train with the best world champion ever in kickboxing, the Iceman.
Brilliant.
You'll never have that.
Since I've got a tough guy to follow, because if he's on at 11, I'm on at 12.
I know. Well, I don't know. That might change, but
told me.
Yeah, but just so everybody knows, we have 10 beautiful, great, unbelievable world champion or special champions teaching at World Martial Arts Live. You wouldn't believe when it's time to talk about the lineup, we will talk about the lineup. But in the meantime, call Rich Smith and register yourselves. Get involved.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Sensei. We've come to a little bit of a close now, because we try to get on this pre-live for 7 minutes max, but we always just keep talking, and I love it, because I love the martial arts, and I love doing these lives, and I love helping the martial arts grow, because that's what it's all about, to give back to the community and give back to the people and everybody else. I love it. So guys, if you've just joined us, watch this on replay. This is going to be fantastic. We've got the World Martial Arts Live, 15th of May. Come and get tickets and get a license from me, and also learn the nunchucks with me, because I'm going to go in drill combat, and tomorrow we'll have the guy on. we'll have the Iceman on tomorrow. Iceman tomorrow. Iceman. Like this tomorrow. Thank you, Sensei. Arigato gozaimasu. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Take it easy.
And enjoy the Iceman tomorrow.
Sensei.
Bye-bye.
Brilliant. That was fantastic, guys. That was absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed that with Hanshi, John Thériault. This is a guy with knowledge. This guy's got some knowledge, and is a mentor for the Iceman for 6 years, and now he's just gone crazy. This World Martial Arts Live, guys. We've got so many guys on, but thank you for watching, guys. It's been great. I'll see you next time, and take it easy in a bit.